I'd like to call this meeting to order on Thursday, October 26th, the regular meeting of council. Be it resolved that the meeting be called to order and that the agenda for the meeting be adopted as circulated. Could I have a mover, please?
I'll move it, Mr. Mayor.
Council Pecca moves it. Council Bichetti seconds it. Any comments, questions? Hearing none, call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, carried. We'll go down to number 3, addendums to the agenda. Be it resolved that council accept the
Mr.
following.
Mayor, we don't have any addendums this evening.
No?
No.
Okay. There is none. Go down now to 6.1. Reason for rejection of BLO 2023. Whereas the applicant for the zoning bylaw amendment BL 2023-13P has made to rezone a portion of land located adjacent to Parkview Drive and identified as Block 15, Plan 71499 from RS Service Residential Zone to RMF1 Service Multi-Family Residential. And whereas council has considered the application and the Red River Planning District Development Plan, the Middle Church Secondary Plan, and the Western Paul zoning bylaw, now therefore be it resolved that the subject application was rejected by council on October 12th, 2023, because multifamily is not wanted in this location. It's too congested, and there are infrastructure issues that have not been addressed. Could I have a mover for this, please?
I'll move it, Mr. Mayor.
Council Paca moves. Can I have a seconder?
Second,
Councilor Bichetti seconds.
and I got a question.
Yep.
Infrastructure issues, should we be clarifying that it's the connection that is needed? I'm just wondering if there should be any clarification on that.
We can put there are province of Manitoba infrastructure issues. Then it's,
Well, we don't know who it's gonna fall on, right? But it's just something between the developer and MTI, I guess.
If-
Could we refer to them as connectivity issues? Is that, would that, roadway connectivity issues?
yeah, we can put, there are infrastructure issues and connectivity issues that have not been addressed. I also wouldn't put in it's too congested, that's just too colloquial for me, but I would just be, multifamily is not wanted in this collection, there are infrastructure and connectivity issues that have not been addressed.
Go ahead, Councilor.
Is it multifamily that's not wanted, or that it's just too congested? It could be bigger lots with multifamily, could it not? Just-
No, I think Councillor Paquin didn't want multifamily in there for sure.
Well, I was just looking at the lot configuration, and definitely, I mean, I was driven by my comments related to the lot sizes, and that I felt it was a little out of character for West St. Paul. I mean, the lots are already of a smaller nature. We don't need them to be any smaller than they are already. So, this section was primarily a single family, and I'd like to see it that way for that particular part of the development.
I just couldn't remember exactly how it was worded that night, for what reason, so.
Yeah, I wasn't here, but I do believe that that area was single family before, it wasn't RMF, right?
Yeah, that's
No,
what
it
said.
wasn't, yeah, it was RS.
Oh, yeah, sorry, RS.
Yeah.
So they were trying to change it to RMF.
Yeah, rezone it to that.
Any other comments? Okay.
Does council wish to amend the resolution?
Yes.
And the amendment will be to remove it's too congested and add language about connectivity?
There, yeah, just put there are
So
infrastructure and connectivity
multifamily is
issues.
not wanted in this location, and there are infrastructure and connectivity.
What's the current zoning right now? RM?
RS.
RS.
Yeah, maybe just state something like, council wishes that the RS development be consistent with the RS development.
Yeah, that remains RS.
Yeah, that it remains RS.
And are we amending any language to address roads or connectivity?
Yeah, I would say there are infrastructure and connectivity issues that have not been addressed.
So, okay, did you wanna reread it, cause we've changed it now, so.
Okay, I'll read the last clause if council wishes.
Yeah, the
Now therefore be it resolved that the subject application was rejected by council on October 12th, 2023 because multifamily is not wanted in this location. Council wishes the area to be consistent and remain the RS zone. There are infrastructure and connectivity issues that have not been addressed.
Okay.
Okay. Any other,
I'm good as a seconder.
all right,
Yeah.
okay, so can I call for the vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, carried. So we go down to 7.1, Committee of the Whole meeting for October. Resolution, be it resolved that the minutes of Committee of the Whole meeting of council held on October 10th, 2023 be approved. Could I have a mover, please?
So moved, Mr. Mayor.
Councilor Paxton moves. Can I have a seconder, please?
I'll second.
Councilor Campbell seconds it. Any questions, comments? Hearing none, can I call for the vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None, carried. 7.2, regular planning minutes. Be it resolved that the minutes of the regular planning meeting of council held on October 12th be approved. Could I have a seconder, please? Councilor Bichetti, oh, sorry, a mover, please? Yes, sorry. Councilor Bichetti moves. Can I have a seconder, please? Councilor Kleiber seconds it. Any questions, comments? Hearing none, can I call for the vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None? Carried? Okay, so now we're down to 8.1. Are we still having a delegation?
I have not heard from Ms. Lim, she's not present, so if council wishes to move forward with the agenda.
Kate? Was she committed to coming, or do you know? Or she said she was?
Yes.
So she might show up late?
Perhaps.
Okay. And then we'll just squeeze her in then? At
Yeah.
that time? Yeah, okay. Okay, so then we go down to 12.1.
10.1.
Oh, 10.1, yes, okay. 10.1, accounts received as information. Does anyone have any questions on the accounts? Hearing none, okay, we'll move on to 12.1. Financial statements for the period of August 31st. Be it resolved that the Council of the Rural Municipality of West St. Paul approve the financial statements for the period ending August 31st, 2023. Could I have a mover, please? Council Bichetti moves. Could I have a seconder, please?
Seconded.
Council Paxton seconds it. Any questions, comments? None? I guess I have a couple. I made some observations. I guess, if you don't know the answer to it, I can always. So on the expenses for River's Edge, sewer administration, and water, I see that sewer administration has been budgeted, but there's no actual costs on it. So I guess I'm sort of wondering, why is there no actual costs? That's the next question. That's one question.
Okay.
Okay, and the other one was on the water reserve on revenues. We were budgeted for 4,000 for consumer sales, 18,000 for hydrant rentals, and 20,000 for interest income, which is a total of 42,000. So I guess, how is that going to impact our financial statement at the end? Because now we have, those revenues have not come in. We're below projections of our revenues, so what impact will that have on our sewer, water, and reserves?
Okay, can I gather that information and?
Yes,
and get
by all
back
means,
to you?
yep, yep, that's what I was, okay,
Very good, thank you.
yep. Okay, anyone else have any questions?
Well, I noticed our added to taxes was quite low compared to what we had last year. So taxes added to rural are only 107. Last year, there were 750,000. We're down 85% on that. It's quite a bit. Which, it's actually in keeping what we've been talking about at Red River Planning. that our permits are way down too.
And I thought that's where I saw the revenue decrease on was in permits.
Well, the revenue, for taxes at its rule would have been finishing off of the homes and then supplementary taxes. And that's really kind of low, I'm surprised by that. But it might still be coming in, I don't know. Does it still come in supplementary tax, or no? Would have been due by now, right?
This is as of August 31st.
Oh, okay, so we haven't got the,
Yeah, and,
so there's
yeah,
still-
this is as of August 31st.
September one.
And we haven't,
Supplementary taxes
Yeah.
are due December 31st.
okay. So we still might have some extra there,
That'll be that big number probably.
yeah. Okay.
so when is supplementary taxes, did you say, due?
Just-
December?
It's at the end of December, and
Oh,
I
okay.
should not say, I'm not sure if it's December 31st.
Yeah, no.
But it's
I-
towards the end of December.
Okay, any other questions? None, okay. Can I call for the vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, carried. The CAO's report. Be it resolved that the Council of the Rural Municipality of West St. Paul accept the CAO's report as information. Can I have a mover, please?
So
Council
moved.
Pactacam moves. Could I have a seconder, please? Anyone want a second it? Well, Council Bichetti seconds it. Any questions, comments?
Just on the Ames renewal project, the traffic light activation is subject to resolution of highway speed jurisdictional issues. So, between city and the province.
Yes.
So
That-
when do we expect that to,
My understanding is that that's gone to committee at City Winnipeg.
Okay.
And so a resolution is expected, should be expected shortly.
and then it'll be activated?
Yes.
It's
That's
ready to
that's
go,
what's-
right?
Yes, it's ready to go. It's a matter of a resolution at City Winnipeg approving the new speed limits, and then activation can occur. Posting of the new signs and activation can occur.
Okay,
Okay.
good.
So then we go down, okay, so I can call for the vote, please. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Seeing none, carried. We're down to 14.1, sponsorship request, Manitoba Herd Remnant sponsorship. Be it resolved that the Council of Rural Municipality of West St. Paul approve the sponsorship for the Manitoba Herd Remnant team in the amount of, it's blank, so I guess we're gonna discuss that. Can I have a mover for that? Council Bichetti moves it. Can I have a seconder, please? Councilor Clyber seconds it. Any comments, questions, or ideas of what?
I'd say 500.
We have a budget for this as well, right? We budgeted so many donations. Do we know where we're at on that?
I don't have that offhand, but there is funding available. Funding in the order of $500 is available.
Okay.
I'll second it.
I know, I already seconded it.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
So it's $500 what we,
That gives us the bronze sponsorship, that's the lowest.
yeah,
Mhm.
okay. So then we'll do it as $500. Can I vote on it? Can I have a vote on it, please? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? None? Carried?
Can we get Mayor, can we get a total on what we've sponsored so far this year for the next meeting, and what we have left in our budget for that?
Yeah, okay.
Because we're getting lots of requests this year, and so I just want to make sure we also budgeted for each counselor to do something personally,
Yeah,
right?
yep.
And we haven't used that budget either, no. Okay.
Okay. Going on to 15.1, tender, construction pedestrian and bike path at the Access Center, a recreational site. Be it resolved that the Council of the Rural Municipality of West St. Paul accept the bid for the construction of the pedestrian and bike path at the Access Center recreation site submitted by B&B Landscaping in Cartridge for $40,000 plus GST. Could I have a mover, please?
Pardon me,
Councilor
Mr.
Bichetti.
Mayor? I'm just gonna make the correction, $40,320.
Okay, thank you very much. $40,320. Thank you, appreciate it. Councilor Bichetti, you moved it? Okay, can I have a seconder, please?
I'll second it.
Councillor Campbell seconds it. Any comments, questions?
Well, it's substantially higher than the other company. It's almost $17,000 more.
Yeah, there was a report on the reasoning for it.
Yeah, I know, I,
You're,
I'm not comfortable with this one at all, but,
what, the $40,000 you're not comfortable with?
yeah.
Okay. Where is this stuff? Okay, is there something else you would like to see, or?
Well, like, it's very vague. It says the construction methods suggested by this trucking company were not typical practice for trails installation and were not deemed acceptable. Well, what does that mean? And of course, the municipality retains the right to reject, so,
Down below, it gives a better explanation, below the numbers.
yeah, no, I'm reading that. That's what I'm reading. It says, furthermore, when discussing the method of construction, the construction methods suggested were not typical practice.
And that they've never done a path before.
Yeah, so there was some, I could get into detail if the council is interested, but, there was, because there was a, substantive discrepancy in their bid, being substantively lower than even the next lowest bid, which was quite low when you look at the comparative prices. There were some concerns that the bid price, in fact, would hardly cover the material costs of the project, and whether or not the nature of the project was well understood by the low bidder. Conversation was had between the manager of Public Works and the low bid, and it was quite clear that the low bidder had no appreciation for any kind of restoration that would have to occur after the fact. And they talked about sort of the method that they would use. Instead of using a proper cut blade and laying fill, it was, we'll get in there with a bobcat and scrape it out and lay down some stone or something. And it just, it was clear that the low bidder probably, did not have a good understanding of the project and probably the ability to construct the path to the standards that was expected.
Okay.
Even the second low bid you'll see there at B&B Landscaping, it's still a very competitive price when you take a look at sort of where the balance of the bids came in. And they have done work in the RM before. It's been good quality work, and the RM has been satisfied with it. Thus the recommendation to proceed with B&B Landscaping in Carthage.
Councillor
Good.
Clyde, all I'll say is, we've learned lessons with Canida.
Say no more.
Okay, any more questions, comments? Okay, can I call for the vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? See none, carried. Now we go down to the snow clearing policy, 15.2. I guess I commend them for being ahead of the game here today, for being prepared. It's good that, it's the first snowfall, they were out there making sure that everything was going smooth, so I think that is commendable that they did that, and it didn't turn out the way it was, but that's what I expected, and it's better to be safe than sorry in that type of environment.
Yeah, staff were ready.
Yeah.
For sure.
Does anyone else have any comments, questions, or?
Well, why are we bringing it up on this agenda again? Is there a reason for it for council?
It was more to do with the procedures. I guess I thought that there were gonna be some changes to it, but after we came this year, I see there wasn't changes made to it. They felt that it was satisfactory where it was, so I guess I'll look here for input from council if they would like to see changes or not on this or not. Go ahead, Councilor Bichetti.
Did we not say the last time we looked at this, that this would be like a live document, and we'd be looking at it as the winter goes on and maybe have when the white stuff does hit the ground, we, you know, have regular meetings or in our committee of a whole with our director of infrastructure or public works manager to see that if there's stuff that's working or not, and we would just leave it as on, in the works,
Yeah,
as we see issues arise or.
yeah, so it'll be a progress, they'll modify it every time that we have a snow event.
I think that's probably our easiest way to do it, because, let's face it, we're not the ones out there every morning seeing all the streets. We can see our own areas, but we're not seeing, you know, everything that's going on, so I guess we're gonna be their eyes for the first little bit here and just do it at a regularly through our committee of a whole meeting,
Yeah,
you know, and keep it moving forward.
okay,
I don't think we need to address it unless there's something to address.
okay,
If they're doing their jobs, leave them alone, let them do their jobs.
okay.
That's what I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
just, you know, I just wanna say a couple of things, basically, I mean, this is here because we had some concerns, this past winter. And, so, I mean, I echo the sentiments of Councillor Verchetti, that, this is a live document. We will be looking to see, that, the service is exceptional and, that everything's consistent with the policy, so we can bring that up at the committee of the whole as time allows and
Yep,
as the
okay.
situation arises.
Okay. Any other comments? None? Okay, so we'll move on. Question, Jared? Okay.
Ready?
Comments?
I guess Miss Lim's not coming. Looks like.
Oh,
Okay.
Eleanor Link, 1045 Toshak Road. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good. Just a question about the payment register. A couple of months ago, I think Councillor Campbell asked about the CPR checks that we see pretty nearly every month, and I'm curious about that too. So I'm wondering if you could share that information.
Is-
Do you want the check
you
number?
don't- You have to look at it. Yeah, please.
One sec. CPR 45630, mileage 6.10 and mileage 5.53, $1,184. That
Yep.
appears pretty regularly. I was once told that it was not going to be a repeating cost, but it has been a repeating cost.
Okay.
But I don't know what it's for.
Okay, we'll get back to you on that.
You
We don't have an
I thought we investigated this already once
Well,
before.
for Councillor Campbell, you asked about this charge.
I did, I believe it was just last month that I asked about it, and I believe the answer is that it was, it's a charge for maintenance.
Yeah.
For checking the crossings to make sure that they're safe. That's, I believe that was the answer I was given.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm wondering why this started up last term, and we've always had railway crossings, and I'm wondering, maybe you will have to get back to me on this, wondering why all of a sudden, well, not necessarily all of a sudden, but as of last term, this began, because it was in Parkview Point, I believe, and Meadows. And I'm wondering if it has something to do with the developments there, and is this a charge that we're having to pay for because now there are developments there?
Okay.
I don't know. But we've always had crossings, but the charges, I don't remember seeing them. And there's also, in related to that, there is one on August the 10th, 45349, but it was a road crossing with a XWIB 00698F102, and for a different amount, $1,050. Okay, so you will get back to me on that, thank you. And I have another quick question. It's through the mayor, about the CAO's report. It lists in the CAO's report the water reservoir expansion project. The municipal portion of the funds for the reservoir expansion were to come from the water reserve. The resolution in 2022 was made in early July of 2022. So I'm wondering, that's a long time, what is the status of this project? And specifically, has it been tendered yet by Manitoba Water Services Board? And another follow-up question, the present reservoir must be at capacity by this point in time, a year later, with all the construction that's been done. Can you provide the reservoir capacity in ERUs being supplied in the municipality currently?
Okay. So, we'll get back to you on that too.
Okey doke. And just a last comment, and I suspect it's just something that won't get answered tonight. I'm just wondering why we aren't seeing regular council's reports. We see your report, Mayor Trujan. Thank you, and I'm sure other people have noticed the lack of regularity, but the report, I don't understand it. We are always given, at least last term, regular reminders your report is due on. Just wondering.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any other questions? None? Okay. So then we'll go into in camera, 10-1. Be resolved that in accordance with section 152 of the Municipal Act, Council does now move in camera to discuss matters that are in preliminary stages and respecting which discussion in public could prejudice the municipality's ability to carry out its activities or negotiations. And be it therefore resolved that in accordance with section 83(1)D of the Municipal Act, any issues that are discussed are kept confidential until discussed at a regular meeting of council. Could I have a mover, please?
So moved.
Councillor Campbell, Pacticam moves it. Could I have a seconder, please?
I'll second.
Councillor Campbell seconds it. Any questions, comments? None? Okay, can I call for the vote? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None? Carried. Okay, so now we'll move to adjourn.
Can we have a rise and report, please?
Okay, yeah, the Horizon report was is that we had talked about budget preparation, capital expenses, and bylaw. So, bylaw enforcement. Okay, can I move the meeting to be moved, adjourn the meeting? Be it resolved that this meeting of council stand adjourned at 7:15 PM on Thursday, October 26th.
So moved.
So moved. Councillor Kleiber moves, Councillor Bichetti seconds it. Can I call for the vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None? Carried.